what can this be? Is it an agriculture machine or maybe some gym equipment? No, it's a flywheel module, which I have designed with my new favorite design language, radical pragmatism. This doesn't look like it's been designed by an artist, does it? But this flywheel module is only one of two subjects for this video, because I'm also going to answer the question, is Marble Machine X back from the dead? And that's where we're starting today. Quick note here, I've been sick for 10 days, stupid cold that won't let go. That's why I missed last week's upload, but Hannes has told me that for this week you all rather hear something from me than nothing at all. So I'm going to make this video a little bit simpler than what I normally would want to do, because I'm still not feeling totally well. I hope you appreciate a simpler update, regardless if it holds up to the standard that I normally would want it at. This lovely image is taken in Germany at a wonderful museum, Siegfried's Mechanical Music Cabinet. In the middle here is Lukas Wendel, who has the museum together with his family. The two marble machines are actually located at this museum. This was the first time the Marble Machine X got to meet the original Marble Machine. Last summer, the community arranged a meetup. I wasn't involved in the arranging of this at all. It was just arranged from and by the community themselves. And we got together and we played card against the humanity, and we laughed at the marble machines. But these crazy people have started to resurrect the Marble Machine X. So in the description, I'm going to leave the link to the Musikkabinett YouTube channel. This is the official YouTube channel from Siegfried's Mechanical Music Cabinet Museum in Germany. It's a completely magical place. They have made a video series, as you can see here, where they are trying to fix the Marble Machine X with the community members. So check these surroundings. So this is where the museum is, in Rudesheim am Rhein. And it's like located on super cozy streets. There the crazy people are flying the Wintergatan flag at the top of the chimney. How cool is that? They are working on the Marble Machine X. I think they have 4 or 5 or 6 videos on that process. This is footage from last year's meeting. This year, they're actually arranging a new meeting. So I think it's 4 to 6 of August 2023. And there are tickets for this meetup. I'm not arranging this. The community is arranging this, which is super cool. I will be there. So if you come, we're going to meet up. Wintergatan Community Meetup 2023. There's the link for the ticket. Head over to Musikkabinett and subscribe to Lukas and Siegfried's Mechanical Museum's YouTube channel. So here can you actually see these lovely crazy people assembling my marble gates. Oh my god. I don't know if my PTSD gets better or worse from watching this, but I cannot express enough the feeling of love I get when I see people actually trying to pick up the pieces of my dream and make them come to life. So will the Marble Machine X get back from the dead? Probably. Look at this. It's kind of amazing. But I've also heard from the community that several of the people who have been working on this now understand my decision quite a bit better. After actually working hands-on on the Marble Machine X, I have heard rumors that the understanding for why I didn't finish it have increased. But what is so fun is that I'm planning to build this prototype and probably the whole Marble Machine 3 at Siegfried's Mechanical Music Cabinet Museum. Imagine if I can build this prototype during spring and perhaps the next module as well. When you come to the summer meetup in August, you can actually see the original machine, the Marble Machine X, and the first part of the Marble Machine 3 next to each other. That will be quite a wild ride. In my last video here, I experimented with these Bowden cables to see if they could play tight music. And as we saw in the video, the Bowden cables were extremely tight. I was super happy about this. So this design is actually confirmed. So the next huge step that I need to confirm is what kind of flywheel will help me play tight music. This is a modular design, so if this prototype proves to be good enough, this is actually the first module to Marble Machine 3. It's consisted of laser cut steel tubing, so I'm going to work with 24/7 steel. They have these cool CNC laser cutting machines that can cut features in square tubings, so they can cut these slots And most of all, it can cut tabs like here. So if I hide this part, you can see that we have corresponding holes in the other square tubing here and here, which means welding this together is going to be more or less child's play. And hopefully everything will just go together like a big puzzle. Another nice thing with using square tubing is that there are some products available. For example, end caps like these. And there's also inserts with adjustable feet like this for square tubing. This design is actually heavily inspired by gym machines. And I got that inspiration from the Trainerds YouTube channel, where Hannes 3500 is learning to make his first pull-up. So check out the Trainerds YouTube channel. Gym machines are very pragmatic. They are built to be safe and to just work. They are not built to be beautiful, and that's how Marble Machine 3 will succeed, everyone. This flywheel will be crazy strong, and this pedal will pivot up and down, not really like that, but almost. If I got my foot underneath it, it will just chop my foot off. This plate here is a protection plate, so I can't stick my feet underneath it. I'm going to make a platform on this plane where I can stand on. Let me basically just show it to you. It's going to be kind of like this. So I'm standing on this surface and I'm pedaling here with my right foot, which leaves my arms free to mute instruments and play bass. We have a cool clutch system here. If I pull this lever, these parts will pivot, which will disengage the connection between this wheel and this axle, which will protect from critical failures. To tension this belt, I'm actually moving the whole axle of the flywheel. So on the previous machine, I had a bend tensioning roller on this belt. That caused more friction. So on this machine, I can tension the belt by moving this whole shaft to the left. And so the output of this machine is right here and on the same side on the other side. And here we can connect this rotational force to next module. For example, the drum modules or the marble lifting modules or the vibraphone modules or the bass modules. So there are three major questions that I want this prototype to answer. First of all, are these square tubing a good way to create this structure from 24/7 steel? Is it a good idea? The next question is, how much moment of inertia do I want from the flywheel? Right now I have an 8:1 gear ratio. This flywheel will turn 8 times, whereas this pulley turn only 1. What is interesting with flywheel design is that speed increases kinetic energy by 4x. Which means that a 4x increase in speed is a 16x increase in kinetic energy or moment of inertia, whereas mass increases kinetic energy by only 1x, which means a 2x increase in mass is a 2x increase in kinetic energy. Hence, a faster flywheel can achieve more kinetic energy while still being lightweight. Since this is turning so fast, perhaps 1 disc is enough, but I can choose to have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 discs in my flywheel. These things can be downright lethal, so I have designed this caged in a way so if the flywheel breaks loose, it's intended to stay inside the cage. Imagine World Tour premiere, flywheel breaks loose, rolls down the stage and straight into the audience. It's not a nice thing for me to have to worry about. And the last and most important question is, can I play tight music with only a pedal? So when I have this prototype, I will make extensive tests on what settings are best. There are machines that can count rotations, so I can use that for measuring. I can also just attach something to this shaft here that plays like a metronome, like 1, 2, 3, 4, record that and measure how tight this is. So basically you can see the pedal as a power input and the flywheel, it smoothens out my input force. If I make the flywheel too overpowered, what I do with my foot will not matter almost at all. If I make the flywheel too underpowered, I won't be able to play tight music. And I do apologize that this video gets much more convoluted than what I would normally do if I wasn't sick. But I'm gonna take Hannes for his word that I think you will appreciate hearing from me rather than having a perfect video. So yeah, this is the work in progress of my radical pragmatism flywheel prototype that I will order the parts as soon as I have it done, and I will ship them to Lucas, and I will go down and do some actual welding. Honestly, I miss the smell of metal, so it's going to be so cool to go down there. I have actually my whole workshop already at Lucas Museum, so I have my old tools there. So imagine coming there and making YouTube videos for you all, welding this thing together and just like trying to not be killed by the flywheel. I'm looking so much forward to that. And check out Trainerds YouTube channel and also Siegfried's Musikkabinett. Look at this video editing here. It's really well done videos. Actually, my mom called me the other day and she was over the moon about these videos. So my mom is recommending you to watch all these videos. Okay. Thanks to the community for being so wonderful, and looking forward to seeing everyone in August in 2023 with half a Marble Machine 3 next to the original Marble Machines. Okay, I'm back to my fever dream. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and see you next week.